Welcome to Spotlight. I'm Terry Harrington, and I'll be speaking with Andrew Seppo from Operation Transformation. Today's show is sponsored by the Women's Life Insurance Society. Well, Andrew, welcome back to Spotlight.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I know we just finished the Easter season and things aren't just stopping for Operation Transformation. You got a big event coming up.
Yeah. So the first Thursday of May, which this year is the first day of May, it's May 1st, is the National Day of Prayer. And so we've got some fun festivities going on. We have actually two big events. One is in the morning for pastors and different community leaders. We partner with the mayor's office to do the mayor's prayer breakfast. And then at noon, we have a virtual event, but it's also streamed live on the radio this year. So we're really excited about that. Yeah.
Well, great. How did this whole National Day of Prayer get started?
I'm so glad you asked. No, I did some research. And so officially, as the first Thursday of May, that kind of began in 1988 with President Reagan. In 1952, Congress passed an act to allow there to be an annual National Day of Prayer. But the fun fact is the very first call from our government to have a National Day of Prayer was in 1775 during the Revolutionary War. The Continental Congress called for a day of fasting and prayer for our nation to guide them through that crisis. And so, from our nation's inception, there's been at the heart of how things move has been a call to prayer to ask God and seek Him for His guidance. And so it's kind of cool that we're still living in that legacy, 250 plus years, or almost 250 years later. It's a blessing.
But we've really gotten away from our spiritual roots, haven't we?
I would say so. I have the privilege of working with dozens of churches in the area, and it's definitely an interesting time to be sensitive about, not everybody has a faith, and so we try to show, that the faith community is thriving, is vibrant, and is an integral part of our community, and helps to be a unifier during times of peace and in times of crisis. And so that's our hope, is to just continue to be present and to be engaged in what's going on in our community.
Now, we know we have the prayer breakfast coming up May 1st.
Yep.
And that morning, sponsored by the Blue Water Kiwanis Club.
Yep.
Got to give the plug in.
Hey,
right?
got to get the plug. We're grateful.
Being a longtime member of the group.
Absolutely,
so how many pastors even participate in that?
Yeah, so last year we had about 69 different pastors and some community leaders, but it was, the room was packed. It was, last year was one of the bigger events we've had in recent years, and so we're hoping to have as many, if not more, this year. So excited to see, again, that many people come together to pray, not just for the faith community, but for the civic community, for the economy, for our families, for our government officials. We just want the Lord to provide wisdom and guidance and favor in whatever way He can. So
that's good.
Yeah.
Now, what about the other event at noon on?
Yeah, so we've done a noon service, and traditionally it's been outside. We've had usually it's been the last few years it was in front of McMorran on their plaza. The weather's always a little dicey, and post COVID, there's always been kind of a push to go more virtual. So last year, for the first time, we did it in studio with 90.7 Hope FM radio, and that went over really well because we were able to see so many more people become involved. Those who couldn't come out during their lunch period were able to listen to it on the radio or go back and watch it live streamed on Facebook, either the Hope FM's page or Operation Transformations. I think we had 2,000 plus people that were able to watch that, and we had 5 or 6 local pastors praying specifically. We did some live worship in studio, and this year we're Hope FM just expanded their station to be a little further north and inland, so they're now covering the Saginaw Bay area. So we're going to have a pastor or two from over there, either zooming in or coming out in person. So we're really excited to see, just again, a sign of solidarity and unity with a ton of different people from around God's beautiful church in the greater Thumb and Bay area too. So
So for people to participate, just tune into.
Yeah, either tune in to 90.7, it'll be at noon, or again, go online to Facebook, to Hope FM's Facebook page or Operation Transformation's page, and it'll be on there. So.
Remember during COVID too, didn't you do something like at the McMorran parking lot where you came in your car and you listened to that?
Yeah, it was a bit of kind of an old school, you can listen to the radio while it's happening in front of you. That happened again, and we've tried to be really sensitive to understand that there's, I think post-COVID, there's a huge shift in culture, and we're trying to make sure that we're on the cutting edge of how do we stay as relevant and how do we how are we as effective as communicating and getting people to be involved. And so it seems to be, last year was a good success. We're hoping that it's even a better success this year too.
What a challenge for you guys. I mean, it really is.
It is. And I liked it because it makes every day is a little different, whether it's an opportunity to have new relationships being made or thinking and coming up with creative ways to be involved. It never is the same every day. So yeah, it certainly makes each day its own fun adventure. Yeah.
So give us the specifics, especially for the noon program where the public participates. Yeah.
So to participate, again, you can either tune in live on air. It'll be at noon on May 1st, 90.7 FM. If you're in the Saginaw or northern tip of the thumb, I don't know what their call sign is up there, but it's Hope FM, and then I think it's like 98.9, something like that. If you're not on the radio or you can't watch it or listen to it live, you can go onto our Facebook page, Operation Transformation, or to Hope FM's Facebook page, and it'll be live streamed there as well.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, Andrew, it's great having you on Spotlight, and thank you for all you do for our community and getting the gospel out to everybody who listens.
Thank you, Terry. Appreciate it. And thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it.
And we want to thank you for joining us on Spotlight.